Good morning, everybody. This is Jen from Garden Jen's Journey. Just doing a quick update as requested. My previous video showed that I was germinating seeds for a germination test because I have quite a few seeds that I harvested from my plants last year that I want to give away, but I want to make sure I give viable seeds away. So I was testing them out for germination. So I planted them in a seed tray. This is actually a 5x12 or a 512 seed tray that you see in greenhouses. That way I could plant a bunch of seeds in here. And it's kind of dark because it's in the early morning, but you can see I have a bunch of seed sprouts here. These here are marigolds, and I still have some that are sprouting. I'm waiting a while on these. These guys here, they have molded. These are the older pinto beans. I actually got quite a few. As you can see, there's one here, one pinto bean here that's sprouted, but these guys had molded out, so they're not viable. But most of them sprouted. And then over here, I have one little seedling there. Let's see. These are cayenne peppers. I actually had removed quite a few of these because they had already sprouted. I only have a couple left in here. I have one here and then one here. And then these over here were acorn squash, and they had been removed too. So I had removed most of these seeds. And what I did with them after they sprouted, because I just couldn't throw all these good seeds away. I couldn't do it. So what I did is I took these guys here. I'll pull one up here, and you can see they're little guys here. And what you do with a 512 tray like this is once they have their true leaves on them, they get big enough with their true leaves, you just take this little plug here and you put it in the standard seeds, the standard plant trays that you see, the 6 or the 8 packs, and you're up potting. And then when they grow out of those, of course, you move them up as they grow. But this is a way to make sure they get a very good root system. You can see the root system on this guy is pretty good. It's starting to get a little root bound, which is fine. You want that. You want a good dense root structure before you move them. That way you'll have better success transplanting. But anyways, I took these little guys and I planted them in gallon jugs. Now these jugs is what we use for winter sowing. We plant our seeds in these jugs, tape them back up, and then set them outside, and then here in the winter. And then in the spring, they would grow as nature would have it. They would grow when nature tells them to grow, and they wouldn't be under artificial lighting indoors and all that stuff. And they're also hardened out there because they've been out there in the elements already. But I just took some of my transplants and planted them in here, and just have them sitting up against a window. There's no artificial light. And if you can see this pinto bean here, you can see he's already coming out of the top of my jug. And I'll show you the date on this because I keep track of the dates. This guy was put in here on 1/30. This is now the 7th of June. So in just a couple days, about 5 days, they're reaching out the top of the container here. It's a nice size plant. It's got its true leaves on it. And then you can see there's more leaves down there. You see them here. So growing really well. The squash here, my acorn squash that I was telling you I transplanted. You can see it right there. See how nice that is in there? Let's see what else. Oh, the cayenne peppers. And I moved these a couple days after. These are moved on the 2nd. Let's see if we can see in here. Oh, can't see them because the light is really poor. Because like I said, it is the morning. But basically they're the size of my marigolds right now. They're not really big yet, but that's okay. And then spaghetti squash. Again, I put these in here on the 30th. And they're reaching the top, and they're starting to get their true leaves. I don't know if you can see them down there, but they're that little budding there. They're getting their true leaves here. Another squash, spaghetti squash. So you can see the true leaves growing there. Let's see what else. Hibiscus. Let's see. Pull this out of here. see. Oh, there we go. See the hibiscus in there? I've got 2 good plants. One didn't make it, but I have 2 good plants in there so far. And as you can see, there's no mold or algae or anything growing in these jugs. A lot of people had worried about it because these jugs hold condensation. I don't know if you saw it on the pinto bean. I'll show you up close. See the condensation in there? It's keeping the plants nice and moist, greenhouse effect. And a lot of people that I talked to were worried that I'd get mold and algae and it would not be a good environment to grow plants inside. But so far, my experiment is proving everybody wrong. Here's another pinto bean here. It's still got its, there we go. Still had that outer shell on it there. But you can see it's nice and healthy and green and everything. And so this is doing well. I mean, I still got a ways to go before I can even think about planting these outside. This is only February, and I have to wait until at least April to May, usually May, to plant these out, because we do get cold snaps. It'll be nice and warm and beautiful, and the ground will look lovely, and you want to go plant, and then we get snap freezes, and everything you planted out there will freeze. So I've got quite a few months to wait, and so I don't know what I'm going to do with these guys because they're getting big. And I also have cats that will chew these off if I'm not careful, so I really have to protect them from my cats and things. So anyways, that's the update. Everything's growing really good in these jugs. So, alright, take care everybody. This is Garden Jen from Garden Jen's Journey. Bye bye now.